pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle up.
Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. He's going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an act.
There he goes to the left. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the air, it's Floretta. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Punts it out of the air. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Flawletta. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to fire. Sure hands, it's Thorne. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Huskers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To throw, it's Farletta. Got the quick pass. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
that play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. So running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Toss to the left. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Got his man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lauletta. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Firing to the right, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little release to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The give on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. Tight end trying to get in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Flawletta. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. That they can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thorne. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. They're covering.
Makes a grab past the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
On to attempt the try. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Snap in the shotgun. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with the lone back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Now the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Flawletta. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires to the left side. Fires and picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lost to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thorne. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Lauletta. Gonna take a shot. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Spartans have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And his throw is incomplete. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brooks. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Lauletta. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Spartans! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Slams it ahead. Couldn't make his way in. The two-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves in the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Thorne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that will feel like you can run in your sleep.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's caught. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.